So I do have bad news. I got a job. So this is how I used to dress, very California casual streetwear, and now I've moved to the East Coast and I'm employed. My new office doesn't actually have a strict dress code, but I figure in the event that I want to apply to grad school or need a letter of rec, it can't hurt to show up looking just a little bit classier. Plus I just want to feel like I've really closed that past chapter of my life and moved on, and one way to do that is by revamping my wardrobe. So without further ado, here's what I want my wardrobe to look like. I kind of went through Pinterest and just put together everything that I liked onto one board. So definitely there's a lot of dark colors. Rose seems to want to blend in, for better or for worse. Very cool vibes, practical, mysterious a little. Maybe that's just like the way that these people are posing, but it's giving like, wow, I'm so cool. The very occasional pop of color, which for me will probably look like darker saturated colors because that just feels more formal, and it's better for my skin tone. Lots of basics and elevated basics. I tend to dress quite basic, but I want people walking past me in the hallway to do a little double take, you know, like, wait, that's a nice texture, those are good matching details, those are cute shoes, you know what I mean? This might literally be a case of the shoe makes the vibe, where like even if you're wearing a fully casual outfit and then you put on a nice pair of leather shoes like Oxfords, it makes the vibe turn more business. Whereas like if you're wearing an otherwise business casual acceptable outfit and then you wear it with sneakers, it turns the whole thing casual. So I currently have one pair of Docs and one pair of heels that I never wear, so I should probably get on that. I should probably get more formal shoes. I'm also just kind of seeing like fit and quality look really solid. I mean, like what makes good fit is so dependent on your body type and the vibe that you're going for. So like I'm very short, I have short legs, kind of top heavy and like Dorito shaped, and I like to present androgynous to masculine because that just feels the most like me. I guess I'll try to go over shape/silhouette analysis advice later in the video. And same thing for the quality. I was actually people watching in the Georgetown area of DC yesterday, which is like real life Pinterest and performing research in the field to help establish a wider context for this video and like the types of outfits that would make sense for me to wear here. Yesterday I just saw a lot of good structured denim, the 100% cotton kind, linen and cotton shirts, button-ups. It just felt very expensive. It was very coastal grandma, country club-esque, old money aesthetic. As someone who comes from a college town, I was just amazed at how uniform everybody looked, even the tourists. There were basically no visible tattoos, very minimal piercings and jewelry. So I don't personally subscribe to that like aesthetic of white elitism, but honestly my lifestyle doesn't either. I barely subscribe to white clothing because I'm always like running around, sitting in grass. But if there is one thing that I do want to take away from the Georgetown old money aesthetic, it's that everyone's clothes fit them so well. And I want my clothing to fit me. The truth is that I thrifted a lot during college and I'm probably going to continue doing that because I just have a limited budget. But sometimes the thrift just does look thrifted. Like you can tell. And in college, sometimes that would be the goal, to pick up interesting pieces that people would comment on and you'd be like, oh, it's actually thrifted. But I'm not sure if that's the vibe going into adulthood necessarily. Overall, I'm noticing that the outfits I've saved almost fall into one of two separate categories. There's like this dichotomy, or like almost a combination of working adult versus like cool and nonchalant and quirky. Not that quirky. I know I've previously talked about how like your most authentic fashion style is going to be a unique mix of all the activities that you do, all the subcultures and locations that you call home. Rather than trying to fit either the business, corporate standard or looking really cool in Pinterest streetwear, I guess I might as well just play up both of those vibes simultaneously to like make it more distinctly my style. In application, this might look like baggy clothing, because like baggy looks cool, but it also just allows for movement and comfort. Obviously, I have to stay within the realm of textbook modest, but I feel like I already dress kind of slutty in terms of including these cool and queer and trendy calling signs if you know what to look for, if you know you know. Yeah, of course, I can give you business casual, gonna put a bunch of silver jewelry on it though. So while packing, there were a couple specific categories that I tried to be mindful of, such as basics or essentials that I kept holding onto but never actually wore, like denim jackets. I don't like this one because it's shaped funny, that just don't fit my style and didn't really fit the California weather either. Clothing that I wear less often often nowadays, such as my collection of tank tops because they're just not as formal and I've been trying to avoid sun exposure on my back. So these I just try to be more intentional and selective about, picking only the items that I really thought I would continue wearing here. And then finally, clothing that I didn't really wear back there, but I thought it might come in handy and I would wear it more often in my rotation over here, like the time that I visited Boston and I brought one wool sweater that ended up being a lifesaver. I guess I'll just see if I wear it more often here as well. So after paring down, I'm left with a base wardrobe and where I want to be. So what do I need to add? I've come up with a wish list of items to obtain, notably graphic tees, a plaid button-up, button-ups in general, boot cut and flared pants, quarter zip in an indie way, and also like sweaters in general. I tend to forget to shop for the season that I'm not currently in, and leather shoes that are comfy but unique, like a square toe, cool metal details like buckles, a deeper cherry red or burgundy color, ideally with a platform. Now that we know what I'm looking for, let's get shopping.
But I wasn't trying to I was trying to yeah, you're not just gonna like real.
No, got it. All the girlies had their Blank Street matchas, but I was like, I've had a matcha at Blank Street and I didn't like it. These are the docs that I ordered in the mail, and since I tried them on in person, I'm praying that these are gonna fit, because why would they not? Gorgeous. Hello. Okay, so here's a lookbook of some of the pieces I've been enjoying recently. I was originally going to film every single item in my wardrobe, but figured might as well showcase the pieces that I reach for most often, the new finds that I'm most excited to wear out of the house. One of which is this Roderick Heffley tee, or my older brother's summer tee, which apparently can be worn a bunch of different ways, just like these pants. Feminine formal outfit, masculine formal outfit. I would wear this clubbing. These feel off. Ah, there we go. Or this with the graphic perfection. Yeah, I'd wear these out clubbing for sure. Now for more Jortsy summer outfits. Bro, why do Converse always take like 6 years to put on? Okay, how do we feel about this one? Quick fit for chilling with the homies. I actually have worn this exact fit on like a really chill date night. Tyler the Creator outfit. Okay, at this point, I'm just playing around with it, having fun. Oh, this eats. This is something I'll be wearing in the fall for sure. And this sweater, I love. Yep. As for accessories, I have this tote I got at the Met Cloisters last summer, way too pricey, this bag I got when I forgot my own at Trader Joe's, and this crossbody that I wear all the time on my little adventures. I also have my bigger adventure bag, but she's kind of turning purple from sun damage, that's how you know she's well loved, and my normal backpack for school and work. As for jewelry, I have this little fly tag necklace I got for like $13 from a Friday the 13th sale years ago, and a gold chain necklace from my mama. And these are the only 3 rings I brought with me to the East Coast. Head accessories wise, I do have this little bandana, my favorite of all time.
It's like a festival grounds map. And I also own 2 beanies and this scarf.